Good morning, Apollonauts. Good morning, Crypto World. How's everybody doing? It is 4:40 a.m. Monday morning, and the date of 8/20/2018, August 20th, 2018. Now we got the news of the market, and we have 214 billion for the market cap, 11, almost 12 billion for the 24-hour volume, and 51.8% for the BTC dominance, and that's a little too high, obviously. Now, when you look down here, what we have, let's take a look. We've got one thing I want to show you. For the Bitcoin, which is at 64.77, 64.78 almost, you've got a decent possibility of a decent day today. There's enough green around to show that it could go. But what I wanted to show you here, for the one day of the Bitcoin, this gives you an idea of what goes on in the market, all right, because it's just happens. It goes up and it comes down a little bit. Now, with this, you see here, when you look at the rapid uptick, okay, and you look before it goes up, you got 24-hour volume at 3.1 billion, all right, and then you go up and you can see 3.3 billion right there. So a lot of buying that went on from 6,400 and zoomed up to 65.20 right about at this height. Okay, 65, almost 65.30. Then you had, when you look at the volume, coming down, coming down, coming down. Now it stays in this area, but this is a lot of buy, sell, and mostly sells coming in right here. And then it's a lot of trading, but it's just sitting there with a lot of buy, sells. So that happens. You get this big buy circuit right here. You get day traders. They basically boost it up, and then they take the profits and do it that way. Is it bad for the market? No, it isn't. Because with the strength of Bitcoin, there's no bad to that. With the strength of Bitcoin, Bitcoin's going to be around forever. Bitcoin's going to go up in value massively. And it always helps to have Bitcoin go up. So with that, you do have that type of effect going on. And what you're going to see in the markets in the next little bit, I'm not saying that you're going to see phenomenal magic in the market, but you're going to see a long-term issue of growth, and that's the big thing. Now, for some of the news, Robinhood founders raised $20 million for blockchain that processes 1 million transactions per second. Really? With this, Dexon is claiming that it has recorded test transaction speeds at 50 blocks per second on approximately 1 million transactions throughout 25 nodes, with each block being 2 MB and each transaction being 100 bytes on average. Now, if this is true, this is massive. But remember this, Apollo has, on the Hermes upgrade, is going to have 2-second speed, and they have not announced their transactions per second, but it's going to be massive. Okay, so you have that down the road also. Now you have Bitcoin-friendly Square Cash is now more popular than Venmo. Well, I think most of us knew that would happen. All right, and that's something, if you don't have the Cash App, you should get it. It's a very good app for buying and selling, and that is a good thing right there. Now, the Bitcoin wallet blockchain says it's adding 50K users per day. Yep, there's a lot of good wallets out there, and you can take a look at it. One thing I've noticed about this for the Bitcoin wallet, it's very similar to the BitPay wallet. But, of course, that happens in open source technology with the digital networks. Open source, they get the okay to use it, and they use it. And let's see, will the first Bitcoin ETF make the crypto market even more volatile? Yes and no. But it will be good for it overall? Yes. No doubt about that. And you've got Ripple's convergence factor. The Ripple, that convergence rumor that went around as a software issue is not a software. It's a solution. And what it is basically putting the three together easier for reference for banks to use. And you'll see, if you read this, you'll see what they're talking about. So with the XVIA, along joining in with the XRapid and XCurrent, you'll see that basically it's making it more simpler for the businesses to understand what's what and how to use it and what's going to be used. Very good thing there. And XRP is a great buy. You guys, anybody, I've had people question me and say, what's a good price for XRP? Well, when should I just cut off my buying on it? XRP has a great future ahead of it. And when you're at 30 cents, 40 cents, don't worry about it. Go to even $1. It's going to go way up. So personally, in my opinion, get XRP. All right, now, for Apollo, you have a lot of things happening. The next phase, as Steve put it, with a lot of blockchain advertising, and Hitbtc is hopefully going to have the integration of Apollo finally this week. That's what they said. They're close to getting it done. So hopefully that happens. Okay. And hopefully we get more information on when the other exchanges from the CDE are going to fire up. But as Steve says, they have no control over it. Personally, when you're paying your money to these exchanges, you should have more control. There's no doubt about that. You can't just give them money and let them run the show. You have to basically just make sure that they fulfill their word of what they're planning on doing. Now, with all this, the new future and what's happening, with the Hermes upgrade, with all the different things for the all-in-one blockchain that the network that Apollo has, there's nothing else out there like it, and that is the ticket. When you look at everything that's in the platform, and the most advanced wallets too, by the way, but your privacy that you have on it, the messaging, the data storage, the decentralized marketplace, the decentralized exchange coming shortly, you have the best advanced wallets out there, you have the best network that puts everything under one roof, including ICOs that are vetted and are good ICOs. A lot of this is going on, the partnership with Vimana. All this is under the hood. The foundation is built. They're adding more and more upgrades and modifying. It's going to have the best performance, and that is the best way to put it. Anybody that's into cars knows what I'm talking about. You are building it up and making it better. And this is what's happening with Apollo. So let's hope this next phase, as Steve puts it, rocks the Apollo world. Everybody have a great day today, and I'll be in touch.